What is going on, Johnny Blanket?
What a great day upstate in New Hampshire. Are we in New
Well,
Hampshire?
we took a ferry ride over into Bridgeport.
And what are we doing?
Well, you slept half the way and I slept the rest of the way. That's why we're fresh here, not at the America First warehouse. We are in the most amazing place right now, probably hallowed ground, I would say, knowing that Mayor Rudy Giuliani will be sitting right here next to Johnny and I.
And this is his studio where he does his show out of.
Yeah, and we got the greatest team up here. Ted and Rob are kicking butt. Thanks, guys. He got it together the last second. Don't kid yourself. We were rushing, but I'm ready to have a great show here at the America's Mayor's Studio, and to go back to New York, where we have a who's on the stage today. Can I see that? There's my boys covering up the fort. Gino, I saw you. You just came in a couple of minutes ago, but it's okay. As long as you didn't clock in, I'm sorry. You'll have to clock in after the show.
Understood, boss.
So what's happened? You guys have a good weekend? What's going on? Gino, Luke, and KDJ.
Well, we had a great show here at the American
Okay,
First
KDJ,
Warehouse.
then
Yeah.
backwards.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right. We had a great show at the American First Warehouse here. I was hilarious. Gino was Gino. And man, what a great time we had. I'm kidding. He was hilarious too. Thank God it's about time.
Obviously, it was so funny. You got a job or something while we were away. A tie and a vest. I mean, hopefully you were acquitted on all charges. Thanks for making it here.
I took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% not guilty.
I would have to take the fifth on that one, Kevin. Luke, how you doing? You got some DJ coming up?
I DJ'd a golf outing last night at Old Brookville, which the venue is beautiful.
Wow. Did you find any new girlfriends?
No.
All right. Maybe the next gig. Right,
Maybe.
Ted? There's always hope.
I've got a couple in
Don't
my
give
freezer,
up.
Luke. Help yourself.
Listen, we
Just because you're wearing a vest and tie, you still can't admit these things.
Yes, I
My
can, 'cause now I
rider
can walk
on the
away.
way up had given me some great questions and some great show ideas, and he never talks back to me either. So let's talk about the top stories that are hitting the country or hitting you when you wake up in the morning. I'm going to throw the topic out, and we'll see how well educated you are. And the first one is about Iran. Kevin, you want to take this one? Iran.
I ran so far away.
We did.
I couldn't get away.
We did this thing. I was raving to my wife about this. We did this thing it was such a great show on Saturday. Friday night here. And they did a thing where they pulled topics out of a hat, and Kevin pulled Iran, and you had to talk 2 minutes on it. And I'm like, he's going to go to town on this. He knows so much. And he started singing the lyrics to Flock of Seagulls, Iran. And I swear to you, Pete, I was sitting behind and watching the crowd slowly get it, because this queer knows all the lyrics to Flock of Seagulls. And by the time he got to the chorus, it was genius. It was genius. Oh, Iran. It's a shitty country. All right, we done?
No,
Well,
here's what's going on.
The topic on Iran is really the Strait of Hormuz, and how Trump is handling it, and the way the fake news media kind of covers it. Personally, for myself, I don't know, Johnny, I just really have so much faith in Donald Trump, because his actions had spoken for him. The things that he's done in the past, his whole life, is admirable. And I believe he's doing it best for the American people, not for the Russians or the Ukrainians.
It's one of those things that you see all the time, that Trump was always right, or he was right on something, And if you want to watch the left-wing news and get yourself all aggravated and say things aren't turning out like they were, then that's what you're going to wind up doing. But get it right from the horse's mouth. Donald Trump, he knows what's going on, and he's looking out for all of our best interests, all of America and American citizens.
We're twins. We agree. Kevin? Iran.
Here's what I think. I think the deep state is telling Iran, hold out as long as you can. If we can beat Trump in the midterms, life is going to be so much easier for everybody. Trump knows now that this is taking longer than it should. I think we're going to see some regime change perhaps coming up, because right now they're not playing ball. They don't care how many people die. They're a bunch of savages.
Yep.
And I believe it's going to get really ugly for Iran by the time Trump is done, if not before November.
I believe
Gino.
that's a new logo behind you, and it's kick-ass. It looks like you're
Gino.
talking into that microphone.
Gino,
and I
are
will
you
tell
still with us?
I will tell you what I believe about Iran. I'm starting to believe, and I just saw today we're sending more military aid to the Ukraine, which, like, I like that we're in Iran. I'm sick of the Ukraine. I'm sick of helping the Ukraine, but it is really starting to register that maybe, and I have faith in Trump too. I will say I don't care. I'm not worried about it. Just paid $3.73 for gas here in New York. I got no problem with that. But is it possible that we are running low on ammo? Because we're using it in so many other places, and that's why we have to stop sometimes. We have to stop bombing them into, because we should be bombing them till January of 2029 when and my brother says that, Max Lodes, you met him, and my Drinking Bros, fucking Dan Holloway says it. Forgive me for fucking saying fucking, but I mean that's what we should be doing, but we're not, because I think we're using ammo and weapons in too many places. We need to get out of Ukraine so we can focus on Iran. That's what I think.
Yeah, I believe completely in the America First idea, and I think Trump has it in line. His economics, his tariffs, his knowledge, his experience. There's nobody better. And I see him every single day. I can't remember the last time I saw Joe Biden talk more than 1 hour within one day. But let's just change it up a little bit. The most ridiculous story of the day that is coming out right now, which I just saw on my writers sent me as an emergency. News flash, that the escape from Trump, and he was in Turkey, wasn't he, Johnny?
With Air Force One being there, and then the new plane that the Qataris had given him. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the story is that he escaped in not a moving truck, which I would have had one there for him right away. He escaped.
Garbage truck?
Not a garbage truck. There wasn't one available.
McDonald's truck?
It was a food truck is what it was. It was one of the catering trucks. So he went from one plane to the other and just threw them off, and the fake news, has to carry it. Do you really believe that the Secret Service and the people are protecting the president the way they should be? Hey, Luke, you can answer that one. Are they protecting our president?
Yes, they are.
All
They're
right.
protecting
Well,
our
Sure hope
president.
that they are. Not to go back on
time.
the Iran thing, too. I like one of the statements that Trump said he's not going to mention blowing them up to the Stone Age anymore because they're already there.
Yeah.
Before we even blow anything up, they're already living in
yeah.
the Stone Age.
That was
Sorry about that. I wanted to put that in
sarcastic
there.
humor. I don't know if Gino got it. But the ridiculous stories from the fake news, and is the Secret Service protecting our president, KDJ and Gino?
Well, I think they are now. I
Yeah.
don't like that nonsense they pulled in Butler. We still don't know anything about the incel who put a bullet into Trump's ear. I want all the answers on that. I suspect Trump knows more than he's saying, and they're really digging in, because I think you're going to find that this goes to, definitely through the FBI, but probably even to Ukraine. So I think they're keeping a lid on it, but I think Trump knows more than he's letting on. But yes, I think the Secret Service is doing a much better job now, and I think the way they snuck him out through that thing was hilarious, and I was like, wow, amazing. I'll tell Gino, because he's hungover. He hasn't been reading news today.
I have not been reading news today.
See, told you.
Yeah, but there's been several attempts, though, Gino. You think that they're protecting him or no?
I agree completely with everything Kevin said. I think they are now. And I think I don't think although I disagree, I don't think we're ever going to find out what happened to Butler. I think Trump himself canceled the investigation. I think he's looking into things behind the scenes of it, but I don't think we're ever going to find out. But I think now the Secret Service really, thanks to guys like Dan Bongino, who really called them out during the Butler thing, they really had to get their shit together. And I haven't seen many women, in the detail on him anymore either. It's weird. And I haven't seen CNN cover any of his stuff again. They only covered that one. It's weird. They only covered the Butler the Butler thing, and those pictures we have of the bullet whizzing by his head. That was by a New York Times photographer who was only there covering Donald Trump at that one rally. Mm-hmm. It's almost like they wanted to assassinate him and have a front row view of it for the Times to let people know this is it. That's it. And then they were going to bring in that dopey bitch who loves war. What's her name? Who's the chick that really likes war? The chat's screaming it.
Lindsey Graham.
No. Somebody in the chat will say it. Like, Nikki.
Wow, Gino.
Oh,
Gino,
Yeah,
Gino,
something like that.
You know
Was
what?
that
Your
it?
headband's probably too tight right now.
Well,
You wanna
I
lose
had
it?
I
two
want to
slices
jump in
of
on the
7-Eleven
FBI
pizza.
stuff because I'm a little leery of that. You know, when you know that there are people that are out there that are brainwashed. I know, like for example, reading Peter Navarro's new book, and it starts out with him, you know, and how the FBI agents handled them, but they already had a biased opinion of him, so he didn't get any decent respect for being who he was, a cabinet member for the president of the United States, and the position that he was in. So, you know, people under are still out there. I know we're purging the military, we're purging all these. Probably got more people fired ever than any other presidency in there.
is
But
a
I
fact.
know there's some holdouts that are good at hiding and good at camouflaging and us not even know that they're there. So I'm a little worried still for the president. I think we need some more.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show you when he's bombing, bringing them back to the Stone Age, and our last president was letting them walk in with with welfare and health insurance and everything else, and they're really all over the place. That's a whole nother thing. They got you looking one way, and you're supposed to be looking another way. I don't really like the way this is coming down. I'm very concerned. I do a lot of prayer, right? That's what I try and do. It calms me down, you know. But today is really special day because I'm going to be bringing in somebody spectacular. America Mayor is coming in as soon as he gets back from his appointment, and we'll spend some time with him. We're going to do a little lightning round with some music. Lukey, it's some of the standards and some oldies, and we're going to use you to tell us whether he's right or whether he's wrong. And forget about Gino. I'm not going to ask him any questions. But KDJ, Iran on the way back. Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. I've been there, I looked, I tried to see. Here I am in New York City, watching a nice sunrise. Not really. I'm in the warehouse. I'm telling you about a conservative organization, not the AARP loser, left wing, forget about it. This is where you need to be. You get everything conservative menus. America.us/TAFW.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Hey Patriots, we're excited to bring to you Sugar Creek Goods, all natural quality skincare products brought to you by great patriots like we are here. That's why we brought this into the America First Warehouse. All these great natural products are amazing, and you can get them on our website and go right to www.sugarcreekgoods.com/TAFW. These are phenomenal products. I love them all. And this one right here is for Patriot Pup. Thank you so much for supporting us.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. I just wanted to do that.
It's all the land, all the universe is the greatest place to be.
Yeah, it's the land. It's the whole land. And, you know, we're here at Mayor Giuliani's studio. We're really digging it. Ted is moving from camera to camera. He's really showing some skill. But we're there. We're here, and we're hoping he comes in pretty soon. And the moment that he does, you guys can cover for a couple of seconds until we get him back and put him in our seat. But this next discussion is kind of like this next segment where everybody will participate. I'm going to ask a question, and you got about 20 seconds to respond, okay? And let's go left to right, Gino, Lukey, and Kevin Downey Jr. when we come back, and we'll end up with John and get to the next one. The first one that my writers came up with, what is going right with America today? Gino.
Everything. Everything is going right with America today. We are unearthing all the liars from COVID. And that has a ripple effect because now people are really waking up to the mainstream media. No one is putting up with these arrogant reporters. And gas is $3.79. So again, people are really waking up to how goddamn good we have it here, I would argue. And by the way, if you're not, then you're wasted. Then go somewhere else. But you're either waking up to the greatest nation in the world, or you're waking up every day not realizing you're in the greatest nation in the world, and you deserve to live that life.
All right, Gino, you were so good. You nailed it right away. It's a 20-second response, okay? So you can watch the clock, too. All right, Luke, let's go to you, baby.
Yeah.
What's great about America? Tell me.
The greatest thing about America is apple pie, cigars, and Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time.
You know, Luke, you never fail. You are so solid with your answers and your response. And let's see what Kevin has to say.
20 seconds? All right. Best part about America today is Americans are waking up. I don't mean just you, us, because we already know what's going on with this Muslim invasion. We know why they're here. We know their plan. But the normies are waking up. That's important because the normies are going, well, I was told I'd be Islamophobic if I said this, but hey, they're really out to get us. And now people know, and I think we're going to see I think we're going to see 20 plus years of real American values coming our way. The culture has shifted. Yay, us, we're winning.
Kevin, you can take another 30. That was so good. You had my tears in my eye. Johnny did.
All right.
Johnny.
Well, for me, every day is a great day to be an American. Hey, look, we have our freedoms. We know what it is to be in the Stone Age because we could see it on televisions and movies. I'm just hoping and praying for good things in this midterm to come out, and then we get rid of some of these crazy people that get elected through cheating. I mean, there's a lot that's terrible, but what a great day to be an American patriot and be alive at this time in life for my age and to be able to see President Trump and the things that he's accomplishing to make this country great. I love it. I can't be happier.
And my input is going to be the great Tom Holman, record-breaking deportations in the last 2 months than any ever time in history. He's making it happen, and that's what's great about our country, because if you don't belong here, you're going to get out. You got to go. Question number 2. Gino, get ready. Gino, you ready?
20 seconds. Start
yes,
the timer.
get the clock going. What's the one thing America needs to fix?
They need to wake up after they deport all these people. They need to realize that this is what they need to fix. 20 seconds. Someone needs to be hanged. Someone needs to be charged with treason, hanged, even if they commute the sentence. Someone. Anyone. The guy that pointed out the plane you told me about didn't have missile capability. Well, that's treason.
Yep.
That's treason. Do you understand? Lying under oath. I mean, well, that's not treason, but someone needs to be charged with treason and hanged, even if you commute the sentence.
I agree.
That's what needs to be fixed. That will send a message.
22 seconds. You went 2 seconds over, Gino.
That was
but
only
I'm gonna let
22?
that slide. All right? Lukey.
Yes.
Come on, buddy. What has to be fixed in America today? What has to be
These
fixed?
people wearing the hooters need to go back to their own goddamn country.
God
He
bless
is
you,
good.
Luke. God bless
to the
you, Luke.
point.
Are we on double screen with them, too?
Yes.
There you go. Because I love those shots, and you can get me and John. There you
Oh,
go.
that's
You
a
can
beaut.
jump back and forth to them. So I want to go back to Lukey. That's what I can't believe it. I'm so proud of you, Luke. KDJ, I know something's got to be fixed in your drawer.
Thank you for asking, Joe. Yeah, we need to stop immigration right now. We can't bring in any more Muslims. They've made it crystal clear. Twitter is full of imams and all these jackputties going, yeah, we're here to take over, here to take over. We're going to rape and kill all of y'all. We're here to do it. We need to stop bringing them in. Then we go to Gino's plan. We throw them out. We don't care what they call us because we're here to save the nation.
Johnny boy, I know something's on your mind you want fixed.
There's so many things that got to be fixed, from education to government overreach, you know. I did a job in the city the other day, and as I was coming over the 59th Street Bridge with my American flag truck, they were on the side waving the Palestine flag. So I think our education system probably has to be the biggest thing to fix, because how could somebody think that way, like the Queers for Palestine, and you know what they would do to them if they were in Palestine? You know, it's crazy. So our education system, I think, is one of the top to fix.
Well, this show is being recorded. It's live, and these notes are being taken, so we can get a direct line from the mayor, go right to the president on that. And the one thing that I'd like to say that has to be fixed is we got to do justice for the J6ers. The setup that was happening, the way they sucked everybody in like a lobster trap over there. Our president's going to make that happen. Todd Blanche is going to make that happen. And again, I want to see. I agree with Gino. Somebody has to hang. All right, that was a good one.
Can I put my input on something?
Sure, please do, Lukey.
All right, so I heard the president's going to be in on Friday in Nassau County, I think, backing up Bruce Blakeman for his midterm election or something with election, the governor.
Sure, you're on it. And you want to be there?
I saw the post. I had wrote, hopefully he can visit the America First warehouse. I saw that post.
Wow. I'm going to say I got a direct connection today. If it's going to happen, we can make it happen here. Luke, you're the best, my friend. You're going to have to come with us, too. All right, next one up. You guys ready? Stop sweating on your palms. What's something the media is talking about too much?
Hi.
Who's going to?
It goes Gino, Luke, and then KDJ, back to you.
The media is talking. This is a layup. The mainstream media, the wrong things. They're talking about lies. They're not addressing. Literally, when Fauci's diary came out. By the way, when I said someone needs to hang, not like Max Lodes, who's in the chat. He's well hung. Literally, when Fauci's diary came out, 0 minutes on CNN, MS Now, ABC. NBC, and 22 seconds on CBS News. And I was watching a debate today between Dave Smith, shout out, and Chris Cuomo. And Chris Cuomo was talking about Joe Rogan during the COVID and ivermectin, and he's in the news. And he's saying things like, Joe Rogan told you to take ivermectin to cure. He's like, no, he didn't. He said it was prescribed by his doctor along with other things. And this is the mainstream media, 20 seconds, that still is not covering what they need to. So, yes, they're giving us a whole lot of garbage, which is why you need to get your information from Kevin Downey Jr., from the America First Warehouse, from podcasts like Joe Rogan. You do.
That was like 45 seconds. I think you ate a lot of Luke's time. Lukey, let me ask you, buddy.
I'll get him a cigar, okay?
What are you hearing too much on TV? Too much. What do you think? Can you answer that
What
one?
am I hearing too much? Good question.
Thank you, buddy.
They the mainstream media keep bashing Donald Trump for what he's doing to this country.
Get me on the camera with them. Split screen with me and Lukey. And Luke. All right, there we go. And tune in to Luke. Can you get in tight on him? This is an incredible answer from you, my son, my nephew. Tell me again, what is the media talking too much about?
The mainstream media keeps bashing about Donald Trump and what he's doing.
He's right. He nailed it.
That is very good. You are on your game today. I guess what? I'll bet you all that big garbage that floated around the warehouse is all gone today. It's just a feeling I have.
No, I think it's something I had to. I had 2 cups of coffee and I ate my Wheaties this morning.
Beautiful. I am so proud of you. Kevin Downey Jr., come on, tell me, what's something the media is talking too much?
All right, listen to this twist. The left is talking too much about the ballroom and the reflecting pool. Now, that works for us because the normies are getting sick of hearing it. They're getting sick of hearing of the pool in the ballroom, and some judges said you can't build the ballroom.
Is that how they talk when they say it?
Yeah, it's how they talk. Yeah, and they're shooting themselves in the foot. So from their end, that's what they're talking about too much. But I say keep going, because every time they do it, they lose another voter.
I think you're right.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a word you were saying. Rob Kaufman was talking during the live
He wants
performance
being
on
over
the
here,
show.
too, you know.
Well, pull up a chair and grab a mic. Johnny boy, too much talk.
You know, I'm glad we don't hear about it anymore, and I feel sad for her situation. But the Guthrie story was one that was constantly out in the media. So many more important things to address. I mean, yes, it's important. She's one person's life, but the mainstream media, Lukey hit it on the head, and it's all about bashing our president and the things. They didn't even talk about what he's accomplished. You know what I mean? Just that whole thing. But then again, nobody watches that anymore anyway. You're getting it from the America First Warehouse podcast and all the news that we put out there that will tell the truths. Or if not, Gino will catch it on his chat screen. They'll correct him.
Yeah, they always correct Gino. He gets a lot of corrections. I will tell you that from my perspective, what are they talking about way too much? I have no idea, because I never listen to that garbage.
that's a good answer.
I swear I would. I see it, I throw up. I see Robert De Niro, I walk out of the room. I can't take it. I can't take the anti-American.
The new movie that came out, Odyssey or whatever it was a bath load of lefties. Every single actor was a lefty. I was cringing. I could hardly watch the damn thing, but I heard it was a good movie, but so lefty.
It
All
is
lefties.
unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting a little nervous because we got a break coming up. The mayor should be with us on the next segment, so make sure you stick around.
One of
Me,
the
Joe
guys.
the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic place in all the land. Hey, I'm here getting cleansed up. You know why? Because Sugar Creek Goods is a great place by patriots, making patriot soaps, making me smell nice. And that's what's nice. Who wants to go down the street and smell of somebody bad in New York City? Hey, by the way, what's this thing for?
250 years ago, a nation was born. Built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
You know what is more disappointing than Gino Bisconte, everyone?
My sex life?
No, bad cell service. Let's make fun of Gino. Oh, wait, he's here.
Well, speaking of the opposite of his sex life, these people have towers that are huge and they're everywhere. And while you're traveling, you can use these huge towers. PatriotMobile.com / it bends to the right. I don't have to tell you. TAFW. And then you can talk about me behind my back.
Patriotic people doing patriotic things.
Corporate transfer, fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Agara coffee. Why? Because it increases focus.
This is T-Mac, the Patriot, and I love Patriot products like Sugar Creek Goods. Check it out today on our website.
It's me, Joe the Box. And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
What happened? Where's the mayor? Is he out there? This is his studio. He's not here yet. What am I going to do? The show must go on. This next segment that we're going to do, I really wanted the mayor in here. It's about music, because music makes the heart happy. And I'm going to be asking questions, Gino and KDJ. So I'd like to do the split screen with me and John, and you can go one-to-one as you bounce around. Okay. I'm going to give you a title of a song, and Luke is going to give his answer. If his answer is, then you guys will either say it's correct or not. But after he's done with his answer, Gino or Kevin can jump in at the same time. You get it? First one gets the points. Gino, you don't have a chance. All right.
I really
Lukey.
don't. I really don't.
Lukey.
Yes.
The name of the song, New York, New York.
Frank Sinatra.
You guys want to agree or disagree?
I agree.
I agree.
Kev,
So
you
he
were
made
late.
it famous.
Yeah, Gino was late on his response, Gino, so I'm going
That's
to
as
give that
early as
extra
I can
point.
be.
I'm going to give the extra
Gino.
point to Kevin.
Yeah.
All right, agree?
I ordered 7-Eleven pizza from Grubhub last night. That's how much I drank. Do you understand? I didn't go to 7-Eleven. I ordered it, and I ordered a pizza from 7-Eleven. And you think I'm going to hustle to your answers about New York? Who was the one that called it Hymietown a couple of years ago? Long time ago.
First, he was an activist. He wanted to be president. I know
He was a black guy, right?
Yeah.
And he called New York Hymietown. Anyway, what was the
All right.
question?
That's good.
The
That's
question
great
was, if you live in
information,
New York
Gino.
City, why in God's name are you eating pizza from 7-Eleven? You communist.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever done, and I've done a lot of stupid things.
Well, we got a special lunch for you. It's sushi from the gas station coming to you, Gino.
That would have been
Make
a
you
better
feel better.
choice.
All right, listen, Lukey, pay attention here. Here comes the next song. That's Amore.
Dean Martin.
That's Amore. What?
Dean
you say?
Martin. Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
Yeah, I'm going to agree, even though I wouldn't have gotten that.
So are
And,
you
I
agreeing
mean-
or disagreeing?
I agree.
I'm going to agree with Luke. Dean Martin, he made that song famous.
Johnny, I got to hide the answers from
No, I couldn't see that.
This is how Johnny went through high school. I got to go like this. I'll keep it on this side over here. All right.
It's a good
next song. Ready,
Italian
Lukey?
song.
Lukey.
It
Mac
was
the Knife.
featured in the opening credits of Moonstruck.
More incredible information from one of the smartest young men I know. You're incredible, Luke. That's all I can say about you. All right, here's the next song, Lukey.
All right.
Mac the Knife.
Ooh.
Mac the Knife.
Bobby.
Anybody want to jump?
Bobby
Oh, wait a minute,
Darin?
let him try. What?
Bobby Darin?
Agree.
Bobby Darin, yeah.
Yep.
I wouldn't have, the second he said, I'm like, yeah, it's Bobby Darin. I wouldn't have gotten that.
All right, well, Lukey got it,
Sarah
and Gino
McLachlan?
agreed first. You other two guys get no points.
No points again.
Shut up, Mark.
Here's the next one, Lukey. What a wonderful world.
Oh.
What a one. Do I have to?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! It's
My
on tip
father
of my
loved that song.
tongue. Lou Armstrong.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Louis Armstrong. You know something? You better not be pulling my leg over there, Luke. That was a good one. I don't even think the mayor would have got that one.
Jimmy Durante, didn't he sing that?
Anybody want it? Who's agreeing?
I
agree.
Disagree.
Mark,
Neil
all right,
Armstrong.
You got the point, Gino. You got
Billy
the
Joe
point,
Armstrong.
Gino.
Green Day
you
did a
finally
cover
got
of it.
one. Gino finally got a point. Congratulations. Here's one for you. Lukey.
I'm listening.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. That's Nat King Cole, but also there's another version with her daughter Natalie Cole.
It was redone with
Holy
Natalie.
macaroni.
That was a good one too.
Not only, but he's doing the trivia that went with it, Luke. The nuke. Nobody can beat him. We really got to send this out. Was he right or was he wrong? The rest of the team.
He was right.
Yeah, I was thinking Lou.
All right, Kevin, you got it
I was
first. I'm
thinking
sorry,
Lou
Gino, you were
Rolls,
slow. Johnny, I don't know.
I
where
had
you
already agreed as soon as he said it.
Johnny, the answers are right
Well,
next
you
to
never listen to anything anyway, so you don't want to hear it. You know.
All right, let's move to American classics. Lukey,
Yes.
you ready?
Yes.
Jailhouse Rock.
Ooh, Elvis Presley.
Rob Kaufman.
I agree.
Johnny got the point. He got the point.
Are they still on? Or are they sleeping?
I don't know. I think they're both sleeping. Well, Gino's going to go back in the car for the afternoon.
I got half a pizza in there.
Ready for this one? Lukey?
Yes.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh, Neil Diamond.
Yeah, he got to sleep. He got to put something proper on. He's a DJ. So.
This one's not easy. Piano Man.
What?
Bob
Piano Man.
Kaufman. I'm going to throw the spoon at.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw the
Billy
book at you.
Joel. Long Island Zone.
Long Island
Agree.
Zone. More information.
Agree.
I agree.
Johnny, good point.
How's he
Here's
doing,
one for
Billy
you.
Joel?
My Girl.
My God, The Temptations.
This guy's killing me, man.
I agree. I get the point.
Temptations. He got Kevin beat me. He agreed.
Kevin, good job, buddy. Pretty Woman.
Oh, Roy Orbison, but it was also covered as a Van Halen song.
Agree.
Speaking of Pretty Woman, did anyone see the clip of Pretty
Anybody
Woman?
agree?
Jessica
I concur.
Roberts talking to Fauci, that dopey bitch, pretty stupid woman.
Wait, Julie Roberts?
Julia Roberts. It's an old clip. She's like, "Oh, I'm so amazed I have him here." Pretty stupid woman.
Pretty stupid.
Pretty
ugly.
gullible woman.
Oof. All right, listen, Lukey.
Yes.
Now we're going to turn to a little rock and roll.
All right.
Living on a Prayer.
Bon Jovi.
Yes.
You got to do Spitfire with him. Correct. You got to go.
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, Journey.
Beautiful.
I love
There's no such thing as South
He
Detroit.
figured it out.
Really? Never knew.
Back in Black.
AC/DC.
I agree.
Damn. It's like you have the answers in front of you over there. New York State of Mind.
Oh, Jay-Z. No, Billy Joel.
But you know, I don't think you're wrong with that one either. I think Jay-Z had a New York State of Mind song, didn't he?
Empire State of Mind.
Empire State of Mind, yeah.
This guy's out of control. I want to go on to Name That Tune show with you. All right. Wow. If you could hear one song right now that would bring you back to the greatest day of your... That's just for the mayor. But he's not here. So I'm going to ask you, Luke.
All right.
What is the one song you could listen to every single day?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
Oh. Well,
I
if
got
I had
one.
to
Toby
pick two
Keith.
favorite songs, it would have to be
that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
Stop
So we
the
can come
Party
back to
by
you, buddy.
Pitbull. And a little classic. We're going back in time. Stir Me Up by the Rolling Stones.
I'm going to go with the obvious and say Sarah McLachlan's Building a Mystery. And if not that, I would go with Not an Addict by Kay's Choice. Not an addict, it's cool, I feel alive. If you don't have it, you're on the other side.
Do you have a radio in your car, Gino?
I have my car's so old, I have a CD player. Do you prefer tapes or CDs, Kevin?
Well,
Hold
my
on a
current
second.
car
All
is
cars
equipped
have
for
CDs.
CDs nuts.
What did
I
you
got a
have
CD
if I had
in
said
my
tapes?
car.
You wouldn't.
You're right.
All right, boys. We're going to go like almost to the end over here. Quick questions. I'm going to go around the room. We'll start with Gino. Then we'll go to Luke. Then we go to KDJ. And then we come back to me and John.
He's treating
Favorite,
us like
Gino, ready?
children. I love it.
Favorite president besides Trump?
Favorite president.
Reagan.
You only got 10 seconds on these.
Reagan. Done.
Lukey.
George
favorite
Bush.
president. Huh?
George Bush, the one from like 9/11 era and shit like that.
All right. We'll accept that for you. We'll yeah. Okay, he's a Republican. We're okay with that one. KDJ.
Abraham Lincoln, he freed the slaves and pissed off the Democrats. First
Way
Republican.
to go, Kevin. Johnny Boy, favorite president besides Trump?
George Washington, because without him, we wouldn't have what we have today.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the guy that's on a $100 bill. What president is on the $100 bill?
Benjamin.
It's a trick question.
It sure is, Gino
that
and
doesn't
Kevin.
apply.
Actually, I'm going to stick with Ulysses S. Grant. He's on the 50, and if you're not a patriot, you're a traitor. That's what he's known for. He crushed it for Abe Lincoln when it was during the Civil War at Appomattox, where they had the peace settlement. Right? They signed the peace papers, and I do know this because I read that O'Reilly
I'm
book,
losing it, dude.
that Lincoln's son was there while it was signed. I think it's Appomattox or something like that. Kevin, can you verify that for me? Where the signing of the Civil War settlement peace? Appomattox?
Oh, yeah, he was there at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia. That's where they signed it.
Right, and Grant was there to sign it. And when they, the Confederate General Lee and had said to him, "What do you want to do with our soldiers and and your prisoners?" And he said, "They're free.
Yep.
Americans, they are free to go. There was no punishment for anybody. The war ended. Everybody went back to their home." Unbelievable, huh, Kev?
Absolutely. He said, you know what? You can keep your guns because, you're farm boys. You're going to need them. He could have taken everything. I mean, he did take some guns. He took the cannon, of course. But, very few people got in trouble for the Civil War. A couple of politicians, and that's about it. Soldiers, nope, said go on home. You're Americans again.
It kind of reminds me of what's happening now with our Civil War. I hope somebody gets punished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone needs to get hanged. Someone needs to get hanged, and no one
That
ever
was
will.
your- that was your
and
thing
if
that
you
had
don't
to be
see,
changed.
if you don't see what's coming out today with Fauci, again, where they told pregnant women to get vaccinated, and they're like, there's no chance of 82% in an April study miscarried. And again, we were back on In Hot Water the day it came out, April 11th. We warned people. We're like, and we did a whole show
Here's
with
my
talking
warning. There's
thalidomide
4
babies.
seconds left. We're coming back with another round of questions. I'm really praying the mayor comes in. See you later.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. People at the warehouse are always asking me, Gino, you show up smelling like freedom every day, even though you live in the cesspool that is the socialist New York City. How do you do it? Sugar Creek Goods. Sugar Creek Goods is made by patriots and has a full line of incredible products, including soaps and lotions, and even this that you use for your dog, Patriot Puffs. My wife makes me use that. But people, please, get your own. Go to sugarcreekgoods.com/TAFW. See ya.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Hey, Paul, I was having a pillow fight with Gino's wife. Me
too.
Yeah.
She's
I
not
was
supposed
there.
to stay
I
up that
remember.
late.
I have the video. And now let me tell you, talk about soft. When I think soft pillows, I think of other than Gino's wife, mypillow.com. Because these are the best pillows you're ever going to get. You can go to mypillow.com /TAFW. Go now. Get your My Pillow right now.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today.
I got to tell you, a lot of my followers are asking, hey, Midnight, where are you getting all that energy from? I say, you want to know the truth? I take about 25 milligrams of Adderall a day. But that eventually ends, and then that's where Agara coffee comes in. I start drinking this stuff, and it boosts my energy. It shoots me right through to the moon. If you're not drinking Agara coffee and you need that extra boost during the middle of the day, I'm telling you right now, get this into your system, and I promise you that it will absolutely take you to a whole nother level. Midnight, I am out. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
That's great.
Back here, not at the America First Warehouse. We're at the greatest American mayor ever to really
Bless the city. Bless New York City.
unbelievable.
Greatest mayor.
And, I've been friends with the mayor through, just crazy things that happen in life, that put us together. And, being a moving man was a big plus, right? I had got me into so many different places. I drove all over the East Coast mostly. 500 miles, they wouldn't let me go much further than that.
Well, you know what is people that are a little bit our age or close to it, they know who the mayor was. They lived through what he did for us. And that's where I go back to the education system that we really need to teach our kids the right history of America and our what we all went through. And but although we did go to the pizzeria and the young guys recognized him, that one time we stopped for pizza with the mayor, and they came running out. They didn't want to bother us at first, but then they, said, "Can I get a picture with the mayor?"
I just know, yeah.
They
when he-
recognize him.
I know when he travels, he's such a generous man with his time. He has no problem talking to you. And the crazy thing, sometimes people go, I wonder if he would remember. Him and I had been someplace, and he remembers almost everything. It's like that photographic memory that some people have.
Like that doctor that they ripped up her files, but she remembered everything. He was
Yeah,
talking
Dr.
about
Mal.
something.
Yeah, she did the stem cell research. She's a friend of the warehouse, and she'll be coming in. Speaking of coming into the warehouse, incredible things that are happening. I think some of the top ones that reach my mind is Lara Logan, CBS reporter, 60 Minutes, years and years in news. Incredible investigative journalist is going to be doing her 100th episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So she's going to have it through the America First Media
they're gonna,
television?
That's right. It's going to be at the America First Warehouse. They're going to be filming it there. And yeah, we're planning on doing everything we do live, and then it could be canned and however they take it. But yeah, Lara Logan is coming in, and what's going to surprise you with this one too, I'm very confident that it's all going to be about the election integrity, and we'll talk a little bit about that after I finish here. The election integrity of the United States. So she's coming in, and she's coming in with Johnny. You ready for this one? Tina Peters.
Wow.
Tina Peters, and I think if we have her, one of the commercial breaks, if we have her address, she addressed everybody from jail one day, and she just spoke about the horrors, and she spoke about what they've done to her. She's a Gold Star mom as well, and she was working in the election process and found irregularities so significant that would sway the election. And she brought it to the attention of the town over there.
Colorado.
Yeah, Maricopa, I believe it is. And she paid the price for that. Recently, Trump pardoned her right away, but the state continued to hold her. So Lara Logan will have Tina Peters here for a 100th episode, and it's early October. Once we get everything really locked into place, we'll really start pushing it out there. And on top of that, in the month of October, we intend to bring back General Michael Flynn to the warehouse, and we're going to be going through some training. Right, we're going to train the American citizens what their rights are, what they're capable of, and what is supported by the Constitution, and things that we can do to really save our country, because it's in disarray. I mean, that's even a nice word.
My lifetime, I really didn't have the concerns that I have now. I'm not sure if it comes with being a little older, but it actually comes with to see what was going on and how they've been getting away with it forever. We got a lot of work ahead of ourselves. I'm looking forward to General Flynn. I met him for the first time with my brother at the Remember the Alamo, Don't Sharia, my Texas, and I talked to him for 10 minutes, and then he didn't realize, until I finally let the cat out of the bag, that I'm not Joe the Box. I'm on the blanket, but he went on for a while. And he had mentioned that to other people because he was laughing that, holy cow, I thought I was talking to Joe, but it was his brother. So looking forward to seeing him again, see if he can tell us apart.
Well, you didn't see him, Johnny, when he came to the warehouse?
I did not get a chance to see him that time. I don't know what was going on. He probably had me working on the moving truck, so I was out probably.
Well, yeah, probably working. But listen, there's nothing wrong with hard work. We're talking about the mayor coming in, and once we hear that front door, we'll make it go. What I'd like to do is I'd like to give Gino and Kevin a little bit of an opportunity to bring us up to speed with what's at the top of their mind. Where do they think they are going with the media? Because we want to talk about late night shows and some great ideas and just what you're doing to better America for yourself and for doing by yourself. And we're going to go right to Kevin Downey Jr., who's on the radio. You're pushing America everywhere, aren't you? You're a warrior.
You know what I'm doing to help myself, Joe? I'm dressing like a man from now on. Anytime I'm doing anything where I am in a professional atmosphere, I'm going to look professional because I firmly believe that the communists started to tear down our beautiful society way back in the 40s and 50s by telling kids, hey, dress like a bum. Now you got people walking around with their pants hanging at their knees, and that's how you tear down a successful society. You get rid of manners, you get rid of everything, you bring in teen takeovers, and the next thing you know, you've got bedlam. Bedlam, I say. I'm fighting back. Look at me. I look great. Gino is the third best person dressed on this stage.
Well, he's got the bronze medal, I guess. Gino, you're doing a lot of great things for America as a country.
I am.
Your work and your effort. Fill us in.
Yes, I'm dressing like this to really illustrate Kevin Downey Jr.'s point as well. I'm wearing a headband and no socks. You win. But what I'm doing is fighting back. I'm lucky enough to be here 2-3 days a week. I do a podcast 3 days a week from home. And really, I think I bring insight with laughter, and that's the best way to do it. And what I'm saying now is we need reparations for the unvaccinated. That is what I'm really pushing, okay?
Yeah.
I've had it with black people that never were slaves being dumb enough to think that white people that never had slaves are going to give them money when people that are alive, and by the way, when the Japanese, there were probably children whose parents were in internment camps. Okay, and yet they have the highest median income of all Americans when they literally were in internment camps. But meanwhile, the unvaccinated lost jobs, lost respect, were literally they were imprisoned in their own homes. We need reparations. I'm working towards that. And you know where I'll start? This Saturday night at Governor's right down the street in Levittown, where I'm headlining a show with my wife, which is fantastic. So I don't know what my answer was other than, yeah, I'm wearing a headband and no socks. Kevin looks great.
Thank you. I smell 7-Eleven pizza and sadness.
Oh, my goodness.
Nailed it.
Poor Gino. Poor Gino. Hey, Lukey, you love the country, and you pretty much every day do something good for the country, don't you?
What?
We're not hanging out. What do you do?
What do you do good? You love the country. What do you say? The Pledge of Allegiance. You play patriotic songs.
I play patriotic songs.
You certainly
And smoke
do.
cigars. That's why you gotta love this country.
Oh, I thought of something else I'm doing, Joe. I'm not running around in the ghettos and getting people pregnant. Unlike Gino, I'm not doing that.
It's not about me. This isn't about me. It's not about me. What?
I think it's a
Actually,
good thing to not
Gino,
do that.
I was very impressed with your scorecard today. You did come in last place under my notes, but you was a lot closer than you usually are.
Let me get my input on something. You always got to watch that cartoon. You always got to watch Gino run in his underwear. And that Don't Shrew My Texas cartoon.
Wow, someone found your OnlyFans.
Wow.
He's
know
my
something,
only
Luke?
fan.
I'm glad you mentioned that because we're going to, in the next commercial break, I believe we're going to be able to play that cartoon that came from the Alamo, John. And what we're doing here at the America First Warehouse is bringing out the truth in every way that we can. We're very interested in doing some nighttime, late night shows. Most of the country is awake and watching, paying attention to things at the later evening hours. We're up first early in the morning and we're getting out there and people are replaying. But we want to bring some comfort to the American people with that. We also want to create, a place where we're actually going to be looking for a new building very soon too. I feel that that's in the works for us. The studio, I want to be able to have big events. I want to be able to have outdoor parking so you can come in and watch movie night outdoors on the theater. All of these crazy things that are in my head, they're all about the great country that we have. Nowhere can you go in this entire planet that you can have the life that you have in America. This is why they want to come here. Unfortunately, some other people want to come here to hurt us. and this is the truth. This Sharia law and this movement that's coming in, there are more mosques opening up every single day, faster than my son can get a house. These mosques are going up, they're buying all the property. It's a dangerous situation. So now we have the government and the media. Pay attention. Trump is screwing up over here in Iran. He's not handling, we don't have enough bombs over here. They are so full of crap. They want us to be submissive. And I'm not gonna, and I can't leave this country or this life without fighting for that every second.
I had, I seen something that ticked me off too, because I don't usually read the comments on any kind of stories, but I'll follow up. And my stuff is all Trump and good stuff. But when somebody gets on, or the mainstream media will say, "Oh, he's sleeping during a meeting," this guy's unbelievable. So there they are throwing more of that fake stuff out there, you know. But I like Gino's point on the reparations. But how can you possibly give reparations to a family that might have not been able to see their family member that died? And threw a piece of glass, and you couldn't even hold him. I don't know what kind of reparations they would do for that, but
Well, reparations for the slavery, reparations for the January 6th, for the unlawful war, the legal warfare. Look what happened to the great Mayor Rudy Giuliani. They beat the crap out of him. They rubbed him all over the place, and I'm just blown away because this is how great this man is. And if you don't have this book, you got to get it. I already did the cheat sheet. I went through pretty quickly just to get some basic notes on it about leadership and how he led us through the city, cleaning it all up, the crime infested, right up to 9/11. Mr. Mayor, come on in, please.
Beneath the Texas sky, I can rope and ride like Daddy, and I never ever cried. But now the world's a-changing. Girls must cover up to their eyes. Don't wanna be sold to some old man. I'd really rather die. So just go home. Just go home. Just go home. Sharia law's not welcome over here. Just go home. Take your medieval rules and stick them in your ear. Just go home. Your Sharia law will never rule our land. Just go home. We've got the Second Amendment to help you understand. Just go home. Just go home. Just go home. Take your hijabs back, better pack your burqas too. Just go home. God's blessed Texas and the other 49 too. Just go home. Don't Sharia my Texas, just go home. Don't Sharia my Texas, just go home. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I'm gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her, it nearly broke my heart. And if I ever find her, we never more will part. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I'm gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her, it nearly broke my heart. And if I ever find her, we never more will part. Just go home.
Welcome back to the America First podcast. This is Joe the Box with the most patriotic venue in all of the land. Enjoying a beautiful day here at Rudy Giuliani's house. I was just trying to see if we could get this by. I don't know. I can hardly stand it. So, no, I'm John the Blanket. I'm not John.
And I'm Joe the
We
Box.
switched seats. Didn't know if we got anybody on that one, but I'm sure we got somebody.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we fooled Gino.
Yeah.
I still don't know who's who.
I looked up in the camera. I didn't know I switched seats, and here we are, opposite sides again. Not to trick anybody, but that's what twins can do. Twins have these things.
Well, we are still patiently waiting for the mayor to come in, and once he comes in, we will swap seats out right away. But I want to go back to that cartoon that was created, and in the past, these people that have created these type of cartoons had gotten tremendous traction. You know, people were looking at it and liking it and, you know, really relating to it in the cartoon version. But this one here is it's like shadow banded again. But it tells a story of what's happening to Texas. And it's true. In Plano, Texas, they're trying to build this epic center mosque. And it's about 440 acres. It'll have their own towns, their own schools, their own, law department, right? They're going to have their own laws. It's called Sharia law. So that cartoon was hoping to at least explain to, the general public in America that, man, this is what's really happening. I didn't realize how bad it was until I see it going on the expressway every day. And honestly, every town, they're wearing these covers over their head. I feel like, I'm trying to think, did they really have Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfits underneath? What do you think, Luke?
What do I think? With Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfits? Ooh,
Yeah, did you see how they pull?
They're all wearing them underneath there.
Ooh.
Are they wearing cowboy uniforms underneath their habababs?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I don't think so either. I'm not sure what it's about.
I know it's bad up in Dearborn. Kevin probably knows that too. But one of the reels that I was going through that caught my eye was a gentleman who's investing on sending over 1,000 pigs up to Dearborn and get into an accident where they all scattered through the whole Dearborn, Michigan, because I think they're afraid of them like dogs. They don't like the pigs, the swine, and the dogs. It's unbelievable.
Kevin, you know anything about that?
I do. I know a lot about that. You can't really find a good pulled pork sandwich in Dearborn. And if you want bacon and eggs, sorry, get on over to Detroit. But I hear there's going to be a big rally next week on Tuesday. Bunch of bikers coming down to voice their opinion, what they think about Sharia law. Should be a lot of fun.
You know,
Thanks to
I
Gary
was
for that.
watching, catching some of the action in Dearborn, and Jake Lang, who very, he likes to create trouble for himself, and an activist or whatever he does. I agree with some of the things that he is saying. So he went into Dearborn with his sign. I don't know if it was Christ is King or he burnt the Koran and stuff, and they were stoning him in that street. They were throwing stones at this guy. Like, that's how they do their law. Gino, have you ever been stoned off a stage before?
I think there was a pebble in the tomato they threw. But yeah, this is what goes on with people that cannot think for themselves. They're easily controlled. If you don't get it, look at the Islamist religion, which says, oh, women have to cover up. Why? Well, because men can't be tempted. Just control yourself. I mean, even the Jews with the yarmulkes to remind you God's overhead. You don't need to. You don't know that. Stop it. All these religions of control, they win over the weak-minded. So I can't be bothered with these idiots. And they start throwing. Why aren't there any good Islamic pitchers in Major League Baseball? They're so good at throwing rocks. Stop it.
Why aren't there any Islamic congressmen or senators? Because they can't persuade the right, but the left can easily be persuaded. And that's how they're moving in. I mean, they got their
Well, they do. They have many positions within the government right now. Elon Omar is one of them. And I love where Trump nailed that one, with Somalia. It is a great place.
Huh. Well, I know they had a whole bunch of buses up there. They, had already declined their visas or their expired visas. They had been expired. So they are busing them out of there. So, good news for that. To get rid of you don't belong here, And if you're going to simulate to be a citizen. If all these Muslims are citizens, how are they simulating with wearing the cover and what they put out there in the street? There's no simulation there whatsoever. So how can they even be a citizen? I don't know.
Well, to me too, this is part of the mainstream media. They're not even covering it. I don't think they're really even talking about it. But I have a big Walmart in Islandia, very close to the warehouse, and I don't know what I needed, some supplies and stuff, and I hear Walmart has just about everything. And I went in there, and man, I swear I thought I was in a third world country. Nobody spoke English. Nobody, looked like me. Yeah, there was people that looked like me, but there was so many foreigners. I mean, I don't have to be Tom Holman to pick them out. You got a lot of foreigners in your neighborhood, Gino?
No, Spanish Harlem, wonderful, wonderful people. It really is a great little neighborhood. Like, it's a little enclave of normalcy. And me, I think I'm the foreigner in my neighborhood.
Yeah, don't go beyond your borders, because I'm going to tell you they're coming into your neighborhood next. I'm going to put that as the recommendation, next spot to build for the mosque.
If you want to feel like a foreigner, just call an Uber. I mean, the last 4 Ubers I took, they didn't even speak any English.
But they did have the translation.
I like to put my input on something.
Sure.
Are you sure Gino's not walking around like in Die Hard? Like in Die Hard Vengeance, wearing the signs, we hate ants.
I told you that in confidence, wearing my sandwich board, making friends, and no one made a bigger impact than me with that sign.
Was that a hard R bigger?
That's Luke. Luke is killing it today. Speaking of killing it, 3 brain cells left after last night. Killed them all. Killed them all.
Luke, it really continues to amaze me every day. I just fall more and more in love with him, and I'm just so happy he's my nephew. And Johnny?
Well, me too. I'm happy he's my nephew too. I didn't know, but did he get the answers for all that music stuff before he got? I don't know. He was pretty sharp on his music.
He was on his game, but I don't think he started. I think he really has that talent. And next week we're going to have a buzzer. I'd like to have a buzzer. And then I'll ask the question, and whoever gets it first, you guys, I'll be back there next week.
So we'd have to hit our own buzzer for the answer.
Yeah, whoever gets it first.
I hope the beautiful Lisa's back next week, too.
He is crushing it, man. Yeah, Lisa is not with us today, and we're talking to Lisa. She's got her podcast going on. She's got a lot of things happening in her life. You know how she's traveling back and forth from New York to Florida. I know you love her, Lukey, and I love her too, and we'll see what happens down the road. But in the meantime, let me go back to my writer over here, just in case I missed one of those questions. Johnny.
You're going to need your glasses to see that?
I do need my glasses to see that, and I will go back there. But let's just talk a little bit about the mayor. We got 3 minutes left, and we got, and if the mayor can't get back from his appointment, we'll do some, maybe a little interview or an interview with him when he gets here. And then we got some business with him as well. He is the most incredible man on the planet, mayor. I don't think that there's any other mayor like him. How do you think? Is there any other mayor that you guys can think of, Gino, or Kevin, in your history, that was as good as him?
No. I mean, there will never be another mayor like him simply because of what he went through. Yeah. He was called America's mayor after 9/11. And what happened after 9/11 when we were all, like, this is what also gets me about COVID. Admit you're wrong, and no one will. I admitted I voted for Obama the first time. I was wrong. How did I get thanked? With a $800 tax fine for not having his fake health care. I believed after 9/11, there's no way the government would kill 3,000 of its own people, and I'm starting to doubt that. But rather than focus on that, they literally took America's governor and threw him under the bus for Trump. It's amazing how disloyal, for lack of a better word, treasonous people can be. So there will never be another mayor like him, and everything's a litmus test now. And when you say Rudy Giuliani, you either say it like we do, Rudy Giuliani, man, or you say it like Rudy Giuliani, and you're dead to me. You're dead to me, like the 3,000 people that were killed on his watch, and he did everything he could to bring the city back, and he fucking did.
Yeah, he did a phenomenal job. And like I was talking about, this book that I have over here, which I'm going to have him sign for me as well, the leadership qualities. And one of the biggest leadership qualities was loyalty. And loyalty is not easy to find. I guess we have a minute and a half. We can go around one more time with who do you think is the most loyal person to Donald Trump? Let's reverse the order. Johnny?
Oh, come on, that should be Melania.
I'm sorry, Melania.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a good answer. That was too easy.
Trump.
Who's what?
Who's
that
most
the answer?
loyal to Trump?
You got
Did I
it,
get
brother.
that one right?
That was a great one. So one of the most loyal people to Donald Trump is Melania, and I think that's a fantastic answer. Now we're going to go backwards to Kevin Downey Jr. Who is the most loyal person to Trump?
I might have to say Joe the Box.
You just
Good
got a
answer.
promotion and a raise all in one sentence.
I'm going to say just like so many people, but you know who leaps to mind? Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is a guy he called Little Marco years ago, and when you win someone over, they are loyal, and he won him over. He's loyal to him. That's what I'll say.
That was a good one. Very good one. Lukey, do you know anybody that you feel is loyal? Maybe your
I'm going to
dad?
have to say John the Blanket, but the most loyal is J.D. Vance.
All right.
I like that answer, the first one too, especially.
Johnny liked the first one.
He's got a lot of people, Trump, that are loyal.
Yeah, he does have a
Even
lot
the
in him.
Barrows thing with his book, he was loyal to him too, and he went to jail for him.
She is in a little bit. Commercial.
This is the voice of Tina Peters. Unfortunately, this is the only way I can speak to you tonight. I look forward to the day I can speak to you with my real voice. Thank you for gathering here tonight. I especially want to thank Andrew Womack and the Truth and Liberty Coalition for the Samuel Whitmore Award. I am very humbled by your recognition of my service. There are so many others I feel should be in this place receiving this award, but you chose me. With accepting this award carries with it much responsibility. Having put my hand to the plow, I cannot turn back, and neither can you. Our country, as you know, is in a dire place in history, a nation just 250 years old, founded on God and liberty. We must, every one of us, ask God, what is our part? Use me, Lord. You've mentioned courage. I say, you don't know how much courage you have until that is your only choice. And character and integrity is what you do when no one else sees. Every day in prison is very difficult, from threats, assault, loud chaos, and unfair treatment. The only thing they cannot take from me is honesty, integrity, and my faith, which gives me the courage to continue on, and that I'm fulfilling his purpose for me and this nation. It's been 5 long years since I exposed the truth. Millions in legal fees, and I'm still here in prison. Your financial support, letters, and informing people of my incarceration are appreciated deeply in my heart. For me, though, the pain comes not from the lack of recognition of me, but what I expose. Every time I see on the news a Spanberger, a Mondami, Virginia redistricting, New Jersey, and others being selected, I know what is responsible. The cure is closed races, the obvious 51% machine manipulation. We can do other measures like mail-in voting, ID, etc. But in the end, when you are using the machines that are programmed to achieve the measure, whether it's higher taxes here in Colorado, abortion, elected officials, it will all be selected by the machine. I lost my liberty. Protect your rights, all of them. Now they're trying to take my voice. Be my voice. Tell the truth. Persevere. Please warn our officials before it's too late. The proof is at tinapeters.us, the expert forensic report, and the reason that I'm here in prison. Please don't let my sacrifice continue on without exposing why. Psalm 20 says, "May he grant us according to our heart's desire, all to fulfill our purpose. We will rejoice in our salvation in the name of our God. We will set up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all of our petitions. With the saving strength of his right hand, we have risen and stand upright. And I will not back down, give up, or give in. May the King answer when we call. Thank you so much, and God bless you all, and God bless our nation.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, I promised you. Did I tell you this was going to happen? Guess who's right here? Mr. Mayor, America's mayor.
With my two best friends, the two most patriotic
Seems like
Americans.
what an honor.
Man, do these guys fight at a time in which we need fighters.
We do, everybody.
From the moment the president got shot and he came out of it with his hand in his air, and it's yelling, fight, fight, fight. He was telling you something. You know, he was telling you we should have been doing it for a long time. They're coming after us. We kind of realize now what you and I, us,
yes,
yeah,
and our friends here, what we've known for some time, they're trying to take our country away. Nobody's exaggerating that. This is not somebody making it up, some crazy. This is real, solid, frightening stuff predicted by our founding fathers, and a few people who have been accused of all kinds of things, like the brothers here, right? And me, us, we've been predicting it, and they've been doing everything they can to shoot us down. But we're right now. So now you got to join us, because they're not taking our country from us.
There's no way we're ever going to.
Communists,
there's no way.
Islamic nuts.
Most of the show today, Mr. Mayor, was really, about our country and how great it is.
Of course.
We had a song segment that you would have been perfect for. We covered the standards, and my nephew Luke in here at the set, we were asking questions, and he was going to challenge you. So maybe if we have a little bit of time, we'll go back.
What kind of songs are opera
All standard type stuff, music, like New York, New York.
Wrote it.
Sang it.
Oh, who
sang it, made it famous.
Paul Anka wrote it.
Didn't I say that the other day?
Frank Sinatra made it world
I thought
famous.
Paul Anka
Although
wrote a lot
other
of-
people sang it. It was a song that at first other people sang it, but Paul Anka acknowledged that he wrote it for Sinatra.
Mr. Mayor, a wealth
And
of.
I can tell you a story about it.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so George Steinbrenner loved it, loved the piece of music. And immediately when it came out, when Sinatra put his record out, Steinbrenner went and got it and put it on at the end of the Yankee game. No, at first he'd only put on when they won. Like Yankees would win, he'd play that. Yankees lose, he would play. So
out of the stadium.
he decided to play it all the time. So the minute the game's over, you hear Frank Sinatra singing. That must have been for about a year, 2 years. He was away somewhere, and the guy in charge of the stadium, probably never again after this, decided he'd try something new. So he put out Lisa Minnelli's version for one game. The fans start to boo. George is away. George hears about it. George calls up, says, fire the guy. I don't want to hear that ever again. It's Frank Sinatra's song. It doesn't belong to anybody. I like Liza Minnelli. I know Liza Minnelli. And I love her. But she wouldn't want to be substituted for Frank Sinatra either. He hired the guy back the next day, as he often did. But from then on, you will never hear anything else but that.
That's a great story that you only get here at America's First podcast with the mayor. Mr. Mayor, I had prepared a few things with my writers, and just a brief positive. What do you see exciting right now in America that excites you?
I refuse to answer on the ground that it tends to incriminate me because I'm an effing little rat liar that stole money from people so that I could make a fortune on the new vaccine, so I lied to them.
That what the pleading the fifth is?
That's what he really meant to say, but the little rat squealed out.
We jumped right into that Fauci
I don't think
guy.
it's over for him, though. It's not over for him.
Nah, he's got a lot of trouble ahead of him. Legal fare, lawfare. All the states are going to be going after him. You know a little bit about that, don't you, Mr. Mayor?
I do, but at least I had the advantage of being in the right, so I was very strong. He looks like a little weasel rat.
Yeah, well, when you're right and you got God, you are, and it's very easy to stand up and be proud.
And you never gave up too, which was amazing. So you're here today, and we appreciate your time with us. And
well, I appreciate you. You guys have done so much.
you know, but I don't know if you'll go off script or anything, but I wanted to know what you thought about the top tier of treasonous individuals. Is there anything in our future, or at least while I'm here on Earth, that you think will come of that? The top tier.
What do you mean, like an arrest, Johnny, or an
Clintons,
execution?
Man, who are the most dangerous people to us?
The top treasonous that form treason against our
Treason against America. Oh, look at Rudy's got a transviloquist over here.
Yeah. No, I think that you have to divide it into certain groups. Yeah, the current group is the most because they're the most obvious about it, and they're starting to become unafraid. So you take this Hazen Piker.
Yes.
Hazen Piker, who's like the guru for Mondani and for Saeed, right? Hazen Piker has gone so far as to say that 9/11 was a very good day. He celebrates 9/11. All the rest of them say something terrible about 9/11, and then they apologize, right? Like the Hong Hang woman.
Oh yeah,
Hang
she didn't want Thanksgiving.
Who's running for? She's against Thanksgiving, and she thought that 9/11 was justified. But she's like a weasel. She's not like Hassan.
That chick from Michigan.
She's now changed her mind, and AOC is proclaimed because AOC is the guardian of all virtue, from her position as a bartender. She announces. She changed her mind, so now we're going to go with her final position. Her other position doesn't mean anything. So I'm supposed to vote for somebody who was happy about all my friends dying because she's now changed her position, although she's been lying about it for 20 years. I'm also allowed to draw a logical conclusion that could escape the bartender, which is she's an effing liar. And she only is saying that because she's not going to get elected. And by the way, I don't want to take a chance on electing her to public office. Suppose she hasn't changed her mind. I'm going to have a congresswoman there who's on the side of the Muslim killers, or senator. Right now, we don't have a senator, I don't think, that's on the side of the Muslim killers. We got a couple in the House. We got a couple mayors. And they're growing quickly. So we got to cut her off for the Senate. Boom, like that.
Yeah, I think that Jesus' hand is going to come across this nation in November. The Republican Party, which I'm not really crazy about, is going to be taken over. I mean, I like the America First MAGA. It's pretty,
I know you do.
Yeah. So I want to just go back to the studio for a second and give my friends in the studio the opportunity to ask the mayor the one question that you have. I know you've been thinking about it.
Oh, ask.
Who's going first?
Mr. Mayor, Gino Bisconti, first time, long time. Shout out to my wife who met you at Caravaggio. My brother is a huge fan. If you could say hi to Max Loads, that would be huge. And my question is, what?
Hello, Max.
Hello, Max.
You're fantastic. And let me say this. You look great. Let me ask you a question that I don't want to upset you, but what is more disappointing to you? The way you were treated after being called America's mayor, or what you're watching in the mayor of New York now? Because you did an amazing job. I was here at 9/11. I watched you bring the city back. But what tears your heart out more? Just the disrespect you were shown under that piece of garbage Biden, or the mayor of the city now and how it's gotten this far away from what you built?
Well, you know, it gets progressively worse. We didn't think it could get worse than Dinkins, right? And then all of a sudden de Blasio came along. Dinkins got off the hook. Then we didn't think it could be worse than de Blasio, and now we got this guy. And they keep going. It's like it's bad to analogize this because it might sound too benign, but it's like a bad child, right? They test you. So first they jump off furniture. If you let them do that, they start jumping off the house. If you let them do that, they start burning the house down. So these people push. So now we're at the worst state that we've been at. There has never been, I don't think, a mayor of New York as thoroughly bad and dangerous as Mondani. Dinkins was incompetent and crooked. De Blasio was dangerously pro-communist.
Yep.
This guy is over the top pro-communist and pro-Muslim. He loves Muslim terrorists. He's an example of what they call the green-red combination. You know, the very extreme communist with the very extreme Muslim. I never heard of that. I can't describe how dangerous he is for the city and the things that he's doing. The real question is, does he only have 4 years? If he does, a good mayor can come along and fix it. If he doesn't, and he gets 4 more years and he begins to build more allies, then he's very dangerous. He's at the 40-yard line, his 40-yard line of a touchdown. The touchdown is New York becomes communist, and we have Sharia law. And if he should win re-election and continue to elect these people, he'll get himself over the 50-yard line and he'll be pushing for home. He got a big boost with Syed winning. It looks like he has similar people like him all over the country. He had a big boost in the people that all three that he endorsed won. There's a lot of calculation in the elections they win. They don't necessarily reflect the opinion of the American people, but they pick elections where they can really narrow it, and with maybe no more than possessing 7, 8, 10% of the Democratic vote, they can win a primary. The real question becomes, like, when we get to November, how many of these people are going to succeed? So he's very dangerous, and we got to do everything we can to stop him.
We're going to keep rolling here, Mr. Mayor, because I can do that. It's my network.
Good, keep rolling.
So we're going to keep rolling here. And I want to go to Kevin, because I know, Kevin, you were thinking about your question, and then Luke, final question, and then we'll give the mayor his due.
Hello,
KBJ?
Mr. Mayor. Kevin Downey Jr. here. I voted for you 3 times. Thank you for everything you've done, and I hate what this commie mom Downey's doing now. My question is, if this clown gets elected for a second term, can New York City possibly bounce back?
No.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going to have a hard time bouncing back. It's going to have a hard time bouncing back if he does a full 4 years, depending on how popular he remains. But I think it can do it. 8 years is a lot. I mean, we could bounce back, but it'll take a long time.
Right.
You know, think about it. Bloomberg and I left the city in the best shape it was in. And it took de Blasio about 3 or 4 years before he really ruined it.
Yep.
It works the other way too. You just can't turn a city around on a dime. So this is very dangerous. Depending on what happens nationally, even the 4 years could have permanent impact. But more likely than not, he's going to have to be reelected. And then I would say we're in very, very difficult shape, and they have a really good chance of permanently making this place a communist enterprise.
You know, it's funny. I had Johnny and I mean, I know personally, I think about the Mandami and what he's doing, and I sometimes think he's doing a pretty good job. If you remember, I'm in the moving business, Mr. Mayor. I'm moving. I can't stop moving. I'm moving everybody out of New York.
We're not here just to talk about your personal concerns.
Give him a show.
He's great for the criminal lawyers, too, you know?
Yeah.
But can the governor do something about
Yeah, good question.
John,
Now, if we
I wasn't paying attention over here.
if we could elect the governor could slow down many, many things. I'd have to look into this pied-à-terre tax, but I think the governor could. That tax needs state approval, because Hochul Pochul trying to make a fortune off the Buffalo Stadium really didn't pay much attention. She supported it. So, I mean, that could be...
So it's a tax on second homes? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So the governor, who has tremendous amount of power up in Albany, even with a Democrat legislature, he could put such pressure on them, deny them so many things. And I don't know how much they like it. They could stop it. he also would not have the complete. She's pretty much like a clown. I mean, she just does what he says, does what he says. You put a governor up there that doesn't do what he says and starts cutting off funding for the things that he likes. Yeah, he could make it impossible for him to have a successful mayoralty. Meaning successful mayoralty, meaning move the city even closer to communism than it is now.
Right.
Well, there was a couple of things that funds were cut down, I think, for California and for Minnesota.
Well, Trump is doing that. I mean, Trump has cut off a lot of their Medicaid funds because they haven't been audited in like 8 years.
And now they're going to make it, they didn't get their funds and it's Trump's fault?
No, it's their fault. What do you think happens when a bunch of crooks don't? Why do you think a bunch of people are running an organization and they resist being audited for 10 years? Because they're stealing.
They're hiding.
I mean, they must think we're stupid. You don't want to have voter ID. Why? Because you're cheating. There's no other reason. There's no other. They make up all kinds of reasons. But if you were interested in a legitimate vote in which we knew that the legitimate people voted and nobody had a chance to bring in a bunch of illegals to vote or people from other states to fix an election, you'd require voter ID. And you would limit mail-in ballots to strict circumstances that could be monitored carefully. But when you want mail-in ballots endlessly, in California, they mail everyone a mail-in ballot. They'd rather have you vote by mail because you can cheat easier than at the booths. They have endless voting, so it's very hard to audit and be careful. But if you were interested in a legit election, it'd be on one day at the ballot box with one hell of a good reason for being absent, like you're sick or you're too old or you're legitimately out of town and you can prove it. That's the way it used to be. Military. That's the way it used to be.
Yeah, I think I'm almost certain that it's a crisis right now in the country because there's no way anybody would vote for these communist people in any state. But they've came in illegally. They've positioned them, Obama and Biden. They put them in these towns to take over. It's just crazy.
It is, and the longer they're in, the more they can make little changes that help them stay in.
Right.
You know.
Not one Democrat had voted for the Save America Act, and not one Democrat showed up to stop the fraud either.
Yeah, I mean, and it's ridiculous. They got to be people in the Senate or in the House that believe you should have ID. I mean, everybody does.
They all do.
How could it be that 85% of the voters believe in it, but absolutely no Democrat in the House or Senate?
Well, did they take that survey from legal citizens or illegal citizens?
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna go. We're way out over the time, but that's okay if it's okay with this mayor. We count that clock down. I want to give both Kevin and Luke an opportunity to ask you their question.
All right, what's up, Mr. Mayor?
This is Luke, my nephew.
I really enjoyed DJing at your birthday party. You think the Yankees are gonna win the World Series?
Yeah, I do. As soon as Judge comes back. We need Judge back. We got to get Judge back before September. If we get him back before September, it'll give him September to get ready. And then the team changes when Judge is playing.
Yeah.
The team starts scoring 10 runs a game when he's in. And for some reason, psychologically, even though they can win without Judge, they need his leadership. Plus, they have a great pitching staff that can match with anybody.
Good news for you.
Way to go, Lukey. I'm so proud of you. You got the best questions there are.
He did.
Yeah.
The only one that you like.
He did DJ for your birthday party.
Yeah.
And then he usually likes to know what's your favorite cigar. Don't you want to ask him that one, Luke?
Yeah, what's your favorite cigar?
You got the last time on this one.
I don't know if Padron.
He likes the Patron.
That's a
Make
deal.
sure
That's
that's in his book.
anniversary.
All right, with just a few minutes left here, I just want to talk about September 11th coming up. A great friend of the America First Warehouse, a personal great friend of mine, Scott Lebedo, his excitement, the way he is, the way he builds it, just a crazy, crazy patriot. The mayor knows Scotty as well. Have you spoken to him?
I did. I was the first person to call him. When I heard about it right away, and I called him, and then he got my message, and he called me back, and he said he said I was the first message he heard when he woke up, and that it encouraged him a lot. And I was very worried
like
about
him
it.
too, you
I was very worried about it because the way they described it originally, it's hard to think. He died for 2 seconds. I mean,
You're familiar with that, aren't you, Mr. Mayor?
I don't know if I died or what, but when I
was on the staircase.
when I was unconscious, I had this dream about being up and near the gate. I didn't get into heaven. I was near the gates of heaven. We never got a judgment on
You're
that.
going to get there.
My friend Peter said he was going to take care of it, but no guarantees.
The saint himself?
He sent me back. He sent me back. No, St. Peter he's named after St. Peter, so I figure he's a good guy to retain in heaven as my advocate.
So Scotty LeBedo was very upset with the mayor coming to Staten Island, and he's also very upset with him apparently may be going to 9/11 down there. Will you be there, Mr. Mayor? How safe will you think you will be? Because I worry about that. Are you going?
Of course I'm going.
Of course you're going. 25 years. Have you ever missed one?
One time, I just had an operation for my knee had an emergency surgery. One time.
So you're going to go down there, and I will tell you that, I don't know, maybe we should have the Oath Keepers protect you or something.
Nobody's going to hurt me.
No, he's got too many people that love him in the city.
Did he put the flag up? Is that big flag that Scotty wanted going up? Do you know about that flag he wanted to put?
No.
Scott's trying to petition New York to put a flag down at Ground Zero. And he wanted to
Cover
put
the
this
mosque.
150-foot, I don't know if it's
I'll
on
find
the
out.
mosque or not.
I'll find out. I think it should happen.
150-foot post. They wouldn't do it because the foundation, they have only a 6-foot foundation. Then you got the subways and you got parking, you got everything else going below. So other engineers had decided if they can put it up on the crest of the museum, it's about maybe 6 stories up, and only put a 20-foot pole on top of that, you'd get the 150.
Why don't we go check on the ones that Mandani had for the Ramadan celebration?
So he had flag poles.
Didn't he do some kind of a Ramadan celebration?
There's only one flag that should ever fly in this country, and those flags don't belong here, Mr. Mayor. But I think that, not just to make a mental note on it, I know Scotty's plan was to try and get this flag down there, this big, humongous American flag.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll find out.
There's no doubt in my mind
There isn't a
she
better day for a big, giant, oversized American flag than September 11th.
There's nothing more exciting. Maybe some extra fireworks going up above it and blowing up on stuff.
Yeah.
Did they do
Just
that?
fireworks. Did they do fireworks?
It's not a celebration. It's a
No, they don't do fire. They do light. They do the light show.
Right, there you go.
They do the light show. It's a little quieter and
In the beginning,
a little more. Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, you might have put these in the beginning, the first couple of days after the towers went down. They put these beams of lights up, the 2 tower lights. Were you involved in that?
Yeah, it wasn't the first days though. It was toward the end. It was after about 2 or 3 months we came up with that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Because
That's
we
quite,
used to,
quite beautiful. That's quite. I mean, that's really quite beautiful.
Where
But
were you when they got hit? Were you in the city?
I was at a restaurant at having breakfast.
Because it was like in the afternoon when the first.
No, it was the morning. It was 9.
yeah,
9:15.
It was about my first notice was about 10 about 8:50. About
On the
8:50.
radio or somebody had formed.
My police officer, Patty Verone, came up to me. I was having breakfast, and she said, "There's a twin engine. There's a very bad fire at the at downtown, at the Twin Towers. I think you're going to want to go there, Mayor." And she said, "It looks like a twin engine plane hit it." And myself and Denny Young got up and we started heading for it. And when we got outside the hotel and we looked up in the sky, we saw a beautiful, beautiful day. So we said, no accident. There's a terrorist attack or a crazy person or a crazy nut. Back then we got crazy nuts too. And
so they rushed you to the OEM, emergency operating area?
no, I rushed right down to the scene. But the way I operated, and I had put the city through 7.5 years of new procedures for emergencies because Dinkins was
Preparedness.
terrible. In a major emergency, the mayor has to really be there because the mayor has to decide who is the incident commander, who's going to run it, has to make sure that they're all working together. Because sometimes in the past, the New York City agencies didn't work that well together. Usually because the mayor during emergencies, some of them, not all of them, like to be off in, like Dinkins was in Japan during the way that one in Los Angeles was off in Africa while the city was burning.
Bass.
I had made the commitment. I was going to be there one way or the other, no matter what, and that we would end all of this rivalry between these agencies if the mayor was there. They're not going to fight in front of the mayor because the mayor will fix it right away. We'll just pull them right out and put two new people. You want to fight? Go to the gym. We'll put 2 other people in. And here was a terrible emergency. What Patty Verone meant when you'll want to go down, she knew my protocol. She knew the things I went to, the things I might not go to. In other words, from the protocols we had, which ones was necessary for me to go. An attack like that, which could be an accident, which means it's handled by the fire department, or a terrorist attack, which means it's handled by the fire department as an emergency rescue, and the police department as a very dangerous law enforcement action, much more complicated. And the minute I heard it, and they heard it, without even talking to each other, my police commissioner was on exactly the same wavelength. First thing that goes into his mind is, are we dealing with a terrorist attack? We may not be, but let's prepare for one. Because what do we lose if we prepare for one? We just pull it back. What do we lose if we don't prepare for one? Maybe a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth terrorist attack. Now we can look back and say, 2 attacks in New York, 1 attack in Pennsylvania, 1 attack in Washington. How did I know at the time, or Bernie Kerik, or the president, how did we know it was going to be 4? Could have been 40. It could have been a series of attacks. This was the initial attack to shake us up, and then we were going to have ground attacks in the way they did in Israel and the rest of New York City and America. Maybe we were going to have pizza stores bombed like they did in Israel. Or we were going to have the stock exchange bombed, or Grand Central Station. It was a 50-50 chance we were looking at an all-out attack. So I had to separate. I had about 20 minutes or less to set up our game plan. So the game plan, got my police commissioner. I took him with me, and we walked to the fire department. We didn't ask him to come with us because we knew they were the if we were chasing terrorists, the police department would have been in charge and the fire department would have been helping. But the terrorists blew up in that airplane. So there may be more terrorists coming, but in that building we weren't chasing terrorists. We were chasing the dead bodies of terrorists. Main thing that was get as many people out alive as possible. The fire department was in charge. So I brought Bernie down there. The chief of the department, Yancey, was there. We all got together, and we made our plan face to face. Fire department in charge of the rescue. Police department, give them enough people so they can do the rescue. Give them the support for the rescue and some support in case there's a secondary attack. Next, now that I know what I have to give them, or Bernie does, what do we got left for the rest of the city? And Bernie immediately cut off the tunnels. Nobody comes in. We got enough people in the city, enough problems, enough questions. Nobody else is getting in the city of New York. And then he began deploying police to all of our suspicious areas, the places where we thought they would attack, and the places where Muslims had infiltrated in New York City. And why did we cut off the bridges and tunnels? Because our attack in '93 came from New Jersey. And it was at least a possibility that these people came from New Jersey. Plus, we sent cops to New Jersey because they were undercover cops there, see what we could get immediately.
My goodness.
That's just a little bit.
Dude, Mr. Mayor, I can't believe it. I'm just sitting in awe being
And
next
it's
to you.
working like this.
and I wish I had more and more time with you, but our time is running out. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. God bless you for what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you, if you want to know leadership, get that book right there next to the mayor, okay? And I summarized it, and I am going to finish that book. But some of the things that he talked about, precautionary, preparing, these are the things that we got to do now to protect our country. And that's what we're going to do with the America First Warehouse, with your guidance, Mr. Mayor.
America First Warehouse is a blessing to America at a time in which it really needs it, where we're under attack.
What a blessing to have you. Thank you, cast and crew, everybody out there, for sticking with us this way long time that we took. God bless you guys. Thank you, team. God bless America.
God bless America.
For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free in the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be. America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free in the America First Warehouse.